Yo guys, what is going on? And in today's video I'll be talking about why Rockstar is milking the heck out of the GTA 5 game that's been out since 2013, how much money they're making from it, and to be honest with you, just why they're milking it. There's a couple reasons behind it that I've looked into, and I think some of the numbers are pretty insane. So if you want to see how much money they're making exactly and why they haven't came out with another game, then stay tuned till the end. I promise you'll learn something new, and this is just an extremely interesting topic for me to research because, to be honest, a lot of backlash has been coming at Rockstar ever since they've been milking it year after year. There's just more backlash to them, and it's been popping quite a bit recently. So I decided to do a research video over all the money side of it and exactly from a business perspective why they would be milking the game. So hold on tight, because I promise you I'm going to be covering a lot of numbers and a lot of interesting facts, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy some of them. So GTA 5 is a game that came out in the winter of 2013. Personally, I remember exactly when it came out because I pre-ordered it, and it was really cool when it very first came out because it came out with a pre-order bonus, and that was the blimp. The blimp is something you can fly through the sky, and it was really awesome. At its release, online wasn't even a feature, and I remember having to wait a couple months for it to come out, but this game was totally revolutionary. The only other game I ever played close to it was GTA 4 or Just Cause, and neither of their worlds were as big, and you just couldn't do as much. I mean, GTA 5 really changed the game. Being able to fly in these massive open world environments, it was just awesome. And as a 13-year-old, being the first GTA game my parents allowed me to play, I thought this game was absolutely incredible, and honestly, it was just ahead of the game. I remember non-stop playing it after school, day after day, just because I enjoyed it so much, and it was really awesome. I didn't even have online the first couple years because I didn't have a really good internet connection out where I live, but I remember, just playing this game for hours on end and just not getting bored of it because there's just so much to do in the game. Well, now, we go down a couple years down the line, it's 2020, and the game's starting to get pretty boring, and it's like, I wish a new one came out, but you have to look at it from a business perspective why Rockstar wouldn't make a new game, and the answer is simply money. In 2019, Rockstar has pulled in $595 million just in digital assets from this game, which is microtransactions and online purchases. I mean, if I was making $600 million on a game a year and it was 6.5 years old, I would still be putting that game out too. I mean, you can't really blame them for keeping it out based off the sole fact that it's making money. Just to put it into perspective, one car in GTA, the average of a car costs about 1.5 million in-game dollars, which can take a pretty long time to grind for, or you can spend $15 and have it. But if you just think about it, that's $15 for a single car. Now I know there's over 200 cars in the game. I mean, if you do the math, that is a lot of money just to have every single car in the game. With over 130 million units of this game sold, it has slowly climbed the ranks of being one of the most sold games of all time, and it's the most profitable game of all time ever released, which is absolutely insane when you sit back and look at it. Now there's a couple things that make GTA 5 different from other games. One is the aspect of how the world is. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it's really fun if you have a good amount of friends, but as time has gone on, the really fun stuff, it just costs a lot of money, like real life money as well as in-game money. Typically you resort to buying it with shark cards, which are just constantly shoved down your face. I think this is a major problem because back in the day in 2013, I used to just have hours on end because the coolest thing in the game was like a helicopter. There wasn't like flying cars or motorcycles that could fly and shoot missiles. And I'm not saying anything bad about the motorcycles that can fly and shoot missiles, but the fact that to buy one of them costs like $35 of real life money, that is absolutely insane to me. The Deluxo is a vehicle that represents the DeLorean from the Back to the Future movie series, and you can weaponize it, and you can fly with the car. It's really cool. I'm sure you know this if you played GTA, but just to put it into perspective, it cost about $4.5 million of in-game currency, which is $45 of real life money, US dollars. And then to even upgrade it to where you can put missiles on it, you have to buy an air vehicle called the Avenger, which if you're lucky and get it on sale, you can get it for 1.8 million, which is another $18 of in real life money. And that's assuming you get it on sale. Most of the time I believe it's 3.5 million, which is $35 of in real life money. So just to get this one really cool vehicle that can fly and shoot missiles, you're down the drain like $70, $80, which is absolutely insane. And me personally, I spent $60 on the game years ago. I'm not pouring any more money into it, so it just takes grinding and weeks of playing in order to even obtain it. And it makes it fun to an extent, but when you're playing for 30, 40 plus hours just to get one vehicle, it's kind of annoying. And so there's a lot of people that are really disliking how much they're milking the game. But then again, you look back on the money that they're making, nearly $600 million spent in 2019, you can't really blame them for milking it. I mean, from a business perspective, they are just bringing in straight racks, which is absolutely insane. I don't know how much money they made in 2020. I do know that a couple months ago they released the game free for PC players for a little bit, which was a pretty strategic move just because they know that they make so much more money in microtransactions than they do selling physical copies at this point. Because it's been 6.5 years, you know, nearing 7 years. If anyone wanted GTA, by this time they would have it or have multiple copies of it. I know personally I probably bought 3 copies of it, the Xbox 360, the PS3, and the Xbox One, just because I had 2 consoles on the older generation. But that's absolutely insane, and I'm sure that you might be in the same boat as me where you've bought multiple copies of it just because back when it very first came out, discs were the way to go and discs get scratched easy, and there's just a lot of replacement value with that. With that being said, the fact that Rockstar has made the most profitable game of all time and they made $600 million off this game last year is simply the reason why they haven't made a new game. I could predict the new GTA game coming out in 2023 to 2025, but I really don't know a whole lot about it. I'm not really, you know, doing a whole lot of research about when the next game's gonna come out and what's it about, and there's channels that are dedicated to researching this specific topic, but that's not me. Coming from a business perspective, Rockstar has really hit the jackpot with GTA 5 compared to Red Dead Redemption 2. I know that Red Dead Redemption 2 is an amazing game, but it hasn't even made a drop in the bucket compared to GTA just because of the abilities that you were able to fulfill out in GTA. You can only do so much in the Wild Wild West. When you're based in modern day, you can make flying cars and laser guns and literally anything. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it wasn't a super long one compared to what I made before, but I think it's a super interesting topic. If you enjoy videos like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below, as I do plan on analyzing more media sources and businesses and how much money they make. And I think that'll be a pretty cool video series. So with that being said, if you do like the video, like I said, just like it and let me know down below what you would like to see me do analysis on, and let's see how many likes this video can get. If I can hit 50 likes on this video, that would be absolutely incredible, and honestly that's all I can ask for. With that being said, I hope you have a good day.